வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். Be blessed by the divine. Good evening to one and all. After a wonderful nine center meditation, we are here to discuss about diversity in men. Before we start with the topic diversity in men, it is better we will little know about the origin of human species. So every religion, every region or people have having different opinion about the origin of human. Today I just want to take only two things. One is which is our Guru Vedatri Maharishi said, and the another one is with the scientific evidences. What are the archaeological evidences we have? From that, what we understood about the human species origin. So, as per archaeological evidence or the scientific theory, human were the ancestor of the current modern human were starts around 3.7 million years ago. And scientists have kept different name for the species. The first one they identified as this Australopithecus afarensis. They were living on the earth from 3.7 million years till 3 million years ago. And from then, Homo habilis evolved, and they were in the earth from 2.4 to 1.6 million years ago. From them, Homo erectus evolved, and they were living on the earth from 1.9 to 1.5 million years ago. And from them, Homo erectus came. This Homo erectus, this erectus meaning, it is a Latin word. It means that upright man. This is where the bending stopped and human species have started standing straight. Our backbone become straight. This species were living on Earth from 1.8 million years till 30,000 years ago. And this Homo erectus is the common ancestor for three different species. One is Homo sapiens, which is modern human, and the next one is Denisovans, and the third one is Neanderthals. These two species were extinct now. Only Homo sapiens. That sapient mean it is again a Latin word which means wise man. Here, this Homo in this Homo erectus, all the physical development has happened. From Homo sapiens, they call it, we named everything, we named all the animals, and we named ourselves wise man, because from there only consciousness or knowledge is developed. After Homo sapiens, there are no physical evolution in human being. The remaining two, this Denisovans and Neanderthals, were extinct, but the modern human from 200,000 years till now, we are alive on the earth. So we are the only species still on earth. And modern humans, our species is the only survivor in the genes of Homo. They have common ancestor, like from Homo habilis, from there, or this Homo genes is carrying over. And how they are telling, they are studying all the genes, whatever they are finding out, the archaeological evidence, the paleontologist study of the genes, and they found the modern humans gene is almost matches with them. The genetical evidence support all this, whatever we are talking about, the Homo sapiens. Generally, the 7.8 billion people are in the world, today's world, and we are all have this Homo sapiens genes. Whatever they have, we are all having this, and we have very small genetical variations between us. Like one man and the another man, the genetical variation is very less, and we all started the as per archaeological evidence. Homo sapiens initially they evolved in the continent Africa, and they migrated around the world. This migration didn't happen at once, it happens part by part. But still, what we understand from this, we are all have the same common ancestors. But still, why we have the different in us. Not even a single man is identical. Like no two men are identical each other. Even identical twins are having different features. Why these differences are happening in us? So when we come to Vedatrium, our Maharishi also told like we are all are originated from the static state, that is absolute space, with the characteristics of the absolute space self-compressor, the formative dust particles formed. From the formative association of one or more formative dust particles, this arcos or wind or energy particles formed. From there, atoms formed. We have one or many atoms together formed elements. Now they found 1 to 92 elements and they put it on a table based on their qualities and characters. We all know that is a periodic table. And these are all the elements in commonly known as Panchabuddhas. This Panchabuddhas, the entire universe is made up of this Panchabuddhas. When it comes to living being, this Panchabuddha transformed into Pancha Tanmatras. That is also we all well known. After developing this five sense organs in the journey of the perfection, what divine state thought, all the sense organs are developed. The physical and psychological structure changes all happened in the living being, and once all this physical structure fulfilled, they need to the consciousness urges to know self, nature and the universe. So our consciousness is started developing there, that is when the human species is evolved. So we, the static state itself transformed into men. We all have the, as per scientific evidence and as per our theory also, we all came from the same one origin or one source. But why we are all differ? In spite of being from the same beginning or origin, we human differ in many ways. Different in appearance and our habits, our customs, we are differing in different ways all over the world. No two humans exactly alike. Even identical twins, if you look closer them, they are not alike. So Maharishi gave the solution for this as well. Maharishi says that only 7 values are differ in human, and for the 7 values also we have only 16 reasons. If you find anything that will fit into the 7 values and 16 reasons. What are all the 7 values? What are all the 7 values? The first one is physical structure and character, knowledge, fame, physical strength, peace and wealth. These are all the 7 values. And when we talk about the 7 values, physical structure, if we have a proper physical structure without any defect, that is more than enough. We should not bother about tall, short or different. We have different size in the features, that and all not no need to be considered. One physical structure without any defect is more than enough. And character, our character should be flawless. We should not have any bad qualities. We should have only good qualities. If we have bad qualities also, we know how to acquire a good quality. We learned all these things from Manavalakale. And third one is knowledge. Knowledge should be perfect. That is how perfect it should be. It's like we should able to understand how the nature is functioning. We should know the law of nature and we have to act accordingly. That is what a perfect knowledge. Fame which is not someone we should not go and search in it. It should come out of our goodwill. We have to do something good and the fame will come to us automatically. We no need to search for a fame. Physical strength, every human being should have a adequate physical strength to do at least their own work. Peace and contentment should rule our mind. Each and every human should be peace in mind. We know how to acquire the peace. Maharishi taught us how to get the peace in our mind. And the seventh one is wealth. Even now, just now, we told auto suggestions. In the auto suggestion, we told enough wealth. How much wealth we need? Enough. What is that? Enough means is adequate wealth to fulfill our needs. Or we may have lot of wants. No, we should know the difference between want and need. Wealth is enough. Wealth means it is adequate to fulfill our needs. Wants we can keep it separate. That is considered as a good wealth. And Maharishi has given 7 reasons. These values, 7 values only vary, depends on the 16 reasons. If you tell any reasons, it will fit into this 16. The first one is hereditary. We all know, no, for anything, whatever we does and whatever we look alike, we told, no, these things I inherit from my father, inherit from my mother. So we are inheriting some property from our parents or from our ancestor. Those things are known as hereditary. Because of that inherited property, we differ. So how this inherited the hereditary is differs. No one is features already we saw that our features are not identical. Even it is not for identical twins, because the different position within the womb and the mother also affect how it affects, no, the depends on the position. The blood circulation in the womb or in the fetus affect, and the character and the features affect. It depends on that. And the next, physical health of the parent. Each parent is having different physical health, so as their child as well. When Patinathar says, body is the product of sin imprint. Sin imprint. So the next one is like a small seed, how it have all the characters of the entire tree. Our genetic center is also have all the imprints. The next reason is food. Physical health, our growth, our physical development from childhood to adult and from the later elderly age also, food is playing an important role in everything. What food we are having, it is not only affecting our body, it is affecting our mind as well. So that in our system in India, they have 3 different kind of food, that is called sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. What sattvic food is, what the food give a peace, compassion, love, those kind of very good quality. The food the which has the rajasic character, it makes us aggressive even in thoughts, not only physically, but our thought is also very aggressive. So better to avoid this rajasic. And tamasic is also, no, it makes us lazy, so we better avoid those kind of food also. It is better to have a vegetarian food which will not only taking care of our body, and it is taking care of our mind and thought as well. And the third reason is historical age, where which age we are living is also most important, because we already saw now the physical evolution has done, now the consciousness evolution is happening. When compare 30 years, now the development, we have lot of development. The knowledge which we had in 10-year-old, if you compare with a 10-year-old kid now, they have very much. So what all we know at the age of 25, the child knows now even at the age of 10. Let us take a computer as an example. We all know computer in our higher grades or when we went to college only. But think now even a kindergarten child can handle many things in the computer. They know how to download, how to upload, how to host a meeting. They know many things. So the historical age is also affecting those 7 values. And the fourth one is country and its ecological qualities. So the country which we are, no, we know the even the globe is a single planet, we have different climatic zones and we have different climatic conditions and we have different type of vegetations and lifestyle. That is also affecting. For example, if we are in Siberia, there are no plants, there is no possibilities for vegetation. So they depends on the coastal line and they depends on the animal and the sea for their food, and or else they have to transport things from now, because the transportation is evolved a lot, they depend on the transportation. Whereas a person who lived in tropicals, they have everything available and their lifestyle is also depends on that. And the fifth one is education. Maharishi has telling the education is two different type of educations we have. One is cultural education and another one is academic learning, which we are learning in the schools and colleges. This cultural learning we have to learn from our parents and a wise man like our guru. Whereas this academic learning, we acquire skills through like reading, writing, or developing or something. Those kind of skills we are learning in the academic schools or in colleges. This learnings will also impact our seven values. And the sixth reason is work, where we are working, what kind of work we are doing is also depends. The work, why we are doing different type of work, it is for our survival. Either we have to do a trade or we have to do some work for our survival. It changes our body and the mind. A person, like for example, if you take a farmer do some kind of work and his thought process is also uh, according to that. And when you consider a fisherman, he do fishing and his thought process will also depends. Like what work we are doing depends on that. Our perspective to think a particular thing will change. So this is also affect our seven values. Next one is the seventh reason is policy of the government. The laws are designed by the people who come together to formulate the rules, how to live, how, for example, if we take road rules also, some people are forming. This is how you have to go to avoid the accident. But who is implementing these laws? Oh, they are all called government. Each country is having different type of government. Whereas if you take in Dubai, it is monarch. Whereas in India, we have democracy, and in China, it is communism. So like on socialism and dictatorship, so different kind of government ruling a country depends on the governors. The people's quality and values also changes. And the eighth reason is art, ability to admire the beauty of the nature and replicating the nature is called art. We know there are 64 different forms of art. So what kind of art we are doing is affecting our seven values. For example, a person is painting, so he'll concentrate more. His focus will be more on the painting. Sometimes if you go and talk to them also, he cannot hear. It affects their thought process also. So for a Manavalakalai practitioner, it's varying thought. Our thought process is vary from the person who is not practicing our sky yoga. So the ninth one is effort. How much effort we are keeping or how much effort we are putting to do a thing is also affect our values. We know law of nature and how much effort we put to understand the law of nature, how much effort we are while we are doing any action, because we know cause and effect. Nothing is come us by accident or nothing is accident. Everything there is a reason, because we have done something on the past and we are receiving it. So effort made the generations to this level. Because of someone's effort, we have all the home appliances today and we are having this luxury life. Human effort made us space travel and submarine. So many things happen because of human effort only. The 10th reason is physical age. So the age, no, when you consider a 10-year child and when we consider ourselves, so we cannot do what all they are doing. They can, so physically, they are very aggressive, very active, very enthusiastic, and their thought is also like that only. The child will be more curious. When you grow, the curiosity will come down. Friendship. The 11th reason is Maharishi says is friendship. We all know that is the priceless commodity and famous saying like show your friend, I'll show you who you are. So if we have a very good friend, they'll bring us to a sky yoga like a good thing. If we don't have a very good friend, and they'll drag us to their own path. So it is very important to choose when we have to choose our friend. If we have a very good friend, that is also change our 7 values. And the 12th one is opportunity. Opportunity is also playing an important part in fame, glory, wealth. In those things, it is playing an important role. When we get an opportunity, we have to utilize it properly. How we are utilizing the opportunity is playing a major role in all these kind of things. And the 12th reason is research. So the research is the essential part of growth and knowledge. For example, nowadays what we are doing, if we receive any information in WhatsApp, we are not ready to do any research, or we are not ready to do confirming it, or about the authenticity of that particular message. We are simply forwarding it, and it is causing more trouble for the entire society. So research consists of majorly three things. One is information. The next important step is confirmation. And that is not enough. We have to transform. Transformation is also most important. For example, someone is saying in the COVID-19 situation, someone come and saying you like doing pranayama expands your lungs. So this is the information you are receiving. You have to confirm this, the authenticity of this, and we all know this is very true fact. And how to transform it? We have to improvise ourselves by using this pranayama. That is what is research all about. We have to do all these three things in the research. And the 14th is habit. We all know we are doing many things by habit. For example, if you take our anger is also habitual. By days goes on, we get angry easily. Initially, it would have been tough, but later, once it becomes practice or if it becomes habit, we are getting angry. The another example also, we all well know, like 6 o'clock, I have the habit of drinking coffee. At any point, wherever I am, my body tells and my mind tells it's a coffee time. So I have to drink coffee. So how to get rid of this bad habit? No, getting rid of a bad habit is not that easy. If you take this anger management, neutralization of anger is also what we will do. We will practice for some days and we will give up because it is not that easy. We will practice and we will fail immediately. We will give up. That we should not do. Habit, to change a habit, we need intense practice. Keep on practicing. We should not cut the chain. Every day we have to practice. For example, we have a very good habit of doing exercise regularly. If we break the chain one day also, it is very tough to continue. So good habits, to maintain the good habits also, we should not break the chain. We have to do it regularly. We have to practice a lot to maintain a habit or to change any habit. And the 15th reason is customs. So the customs is nothing but sentimental feelings of the society. Each country or each religion have different customs. In UAE, we have 200 different countries. The people are around 200 different countries, and everybody's come from different religion or different region, and they all have different customs. A same custom may be acceptable in one region and it is not accepted in another region. So depends on this. Our customs also, our 7 values varies. And the 16th one is moral behavior. So moral behavior also differs. But still, Maharishi has given us a standard moral behavior like morality. What is that? It is no harming oneself or others physically or mentally, immediately or subsequently through thought, word, or deeds. This is the general morality which every human should follow. The seven values change in accordance with the quality of genetic center and the variations in the 16 reasons. We have to understood this fact fully for the like we have to understand these facts why human differs. What is the reason behind our differences? We have to understand and we have to accept it. Few the change will occur any point in time. So the particular person may try to change and he will change few qualities, but few genetical hereditary. See, if my parents are short, I cannot become tall immediately. No, I have to accept it. We should understand the reasons and we have to accept as it is. That is why Maharishi has given this subject to us. Few things obviously we can change, but few we have to accept it. The heredity can be accepted as it is because those things we cannot change, and food habits can be changed for the better. If we have any bad eating habits, we have to change it, and the depends on the historical age, the scientific age can be put to good. So we have to utilize it for our good, and then success can be achieved in all professions, not only in this or that. No, we can success can be happen any profession or any time, and we have to do suitable changes in the government also to incorporate good values, and we have to utilize the fine arts to improvise the quality of our life, and we have to make the effort and all it is in our hand. We have to put more effort to streamline or achieve great success in our life, and we should know to utilize the opportunities properly to progress in our life, and we have to do research properly. Good habits should be cultivate. We have to cultivate good habits. This few things, few six in this out of 16 reasons, few reasons we can change accordingly, but few we have to accept it and live with it, because now we understood the reason. Though we came from the same origin, we understood why we differ. We are in a different region, we are in a different culture. So with this 16 reasons, our seven values are differ. We have to understand this well, and we have to have a peace and contentment in our life. With this positive note, I conclude my food for thought today. Have a pleasant evening to all. Thank you. Be blessed by the divine.